Hello, and welcome back as I gloat about the big steamy dump the team and I took in the Shambler's cereal down in the comfortless caverns of Perfidious Manor in Darkest Dungeon. And yeah, last episode's little BM really was, it was worthy of gloating about. I kind of feel it, because massive size, good texture, good form, floated, so, proper fat to non-fat ratio in it. It was a pretty healthy movement. That's all I'm gonna say. The strays, they pooped on a shambler like they were a kid of pigeons in Central Park, perched atop the sculpture of Simon Bolivar. There's really just no other way to describe it. The poop game, was strong. He got savage. They drove him into the ground like a tent peg, or, like a really dank meme. Or that Australian kid who tried to bully Casey Haynes one too many times. Which it's kind of doubly appropriate because not only did that kid get spiked like a football, but he also is now himself a dank-assed meme. Man, the double juiced-in metaphor goodness there. My metaphor game is on point today, which makes me wish I had been clever enough to actually have planned that metaphor rather than just kind of back-ass stumbling my way into it. Also, probably shouldn't mention the fact that that was an unintentional metaphor, and then maybe, if even for a split shining second, someone might have accidentally thought me clever. Oh well, opportunity lost, I guess. C'est la vie. Time to head down in the dungeon, because at least if nothing else, this will serve to disabuse anyone of the mistaken notion they might have that I am a clever individual, because let's face it, I'm not. I'm a dumb man, and I'm comfortable with it. The way Forrest Gump was comfortable with it, because when you're kind of dumb, it's okay to be dumb, because you don't really sort of know about it. I mean, you don't miss not being smart, that's what I'm saying. Take a look at our missions here. I kind of think we need to do a veteran mission here. Do we have any veteran missions that don't just eat 17 miles of dung? Any of them? Something. Here's a short champion for some brawler's gloves, but we already have those. Fleet coin, don't care about. A fleet florin sounds like a coin that would have been traded exclusively for use back in Victorian times when you had to pay somebody to take your excrement. Man, I'm really in scatological phase today. But you used to have to pay people to go throw your night soil, as they called it at the time, in the Fleet Ditch, which was basically just a big sort of open sewer where they poured a lot of pee. Called it the Fleet Ditch because it ran down Fleet Street. Ancestor's handkerchief is bad. Why would you do a long veteran mission to retrieve this? This does not seem worth it in any way, shape, form, or capacity. Really, what I'm looking for is a chance to capitalize on some sweet cash. I need some of that dank cashish. We're going to have to do a warm-up mission, though. We've also got to get some boss bashing out of the way. That's the other thing we really need to do. We got to smack some bosses around. I do like the legendary bracer quite a bit. Maybe a medium-length champion dungeon? Should we try it? We must eat. We have to gather grain sacks. This is not... You know what? That's not a terrible mission. We can do this. So we're going into the Warrens. Alright, pigmen are largely resistant to blight, so let's not take any blight-based characters. I'm thinking we don't really buck the odds. What if we go, say, James Harper, a little bit of Steve Rogers, a little bit of Tina is what I need, a little bit of Sandra in the sun, a little bit of Mary all night long, a little bit of Jessica, here I am, a little bit of you, possibly making me your man. We haven't taken... Alright, I hate myself enough to do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take Squirrel Girl. Who's gonna heal this mess, though? Wonder Woman, you have no stress. I vote you to it. You do it, Wonder Woman. You have no stress. I don't know why I'm talking like this. Why would you speak to Wonder Woman in this accent? What potential member of the Justice League talks like this? I don't know. What am I, like Mexican Superman suddenly? I don't get it. Not that there's anything wrong with Mexican Superman. He's got... Okay. Can he be worse than regular Superman? I think at this point my opinions on Superman are pretty well documented. There's no way that like the knockoff south of the border version of Superman could be worse. At best, he's equally bad. Or rather, at worst, he's equally bad. At best, he's like, comic gold or something. He could be the funniest man. He could be like Gabriel Iglesias, just amazing and hysterically awesome. I would go for a funny Superman. Yeah, you could do that. Gabriel Iglesias. Gabriel Iglesias may, in fact, be the Mexican Superman for all I know. The guy's awesome. I completely distracted myself, because now all I can think about is popcorn, because, he did like, fluffy and delicious and whatnot. Damn you, Gabriel Gracious, and your rapier wit distracting me from what I'm supposed to be about. Oh yes, equipping trinkets. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. So, crescendo box. I don't hate it, but I don't think it's right here. Really what we're looking for, we want to go like full dodge mode. Wait, wasn't there a cloak I saw a minute ago? Hold on a second, because I want to see what that cloak does. You're not a dodge cloak, are you? Oh, you're a moon cloak. You're straight up trash. Yeah, we're not gonna bother with you then. Which mission did I decide to do again? Was it this one? Must have been this one. Yeah, it was this one. It deleted my team? Really? Alright, that's... Okay. That's how it's gonna be then, Darkest Dungeon. Nah, alright. It's gonna be one of those days, one of those missions. This is how you wanna run things, huh? Alright. Well, fine. I mean, if we're gonna have to suffer, I might as well fucking take Squirrel Girl. If I'm gonna suffer, let's get it all done in one day. Let's get all our suffering done in one fell swoop. We'll stack some sweet dodge on the Guardian, James Harper. What? You had another dodge trinket. We've been rolling like double dodge for you. Calming Crystal. I think we're gonna save that for our Hellion because that'll offset some of the stress we're gonna give her, because we are gonna give her a plus stress trinket, I think. No, I want more dodge. Things that have dodge on them. These are the things that I want. Plus 2 speed, plus 8 dodge. That'll do, pig. That'll do. So, what are you rolling? 28 dodge. Seems good. Now, we're going to do something, I'd say unusual, except we almost always do this. We're going to go with bonus damage. Anything that gives you a bunch of damage. Dismas's Head does, in fact, give you a bunch of damage. Okay, well, do I want 20% stress for 25% damage? As well as an HP penalty? Or would I rather have plus 2 speed, a much smaller 15% damage, but half the extra stress? You know what? Squirrel Girl doesn't go on enough missions that the stress really matters. I'm gonna take the extra stress. I'm gonna do it. The Heaven's Hairpin is actually pretty good, but in this case, I want dodge. I'm gonna go with the Calming Crystal. Lower stress damage and bonus dodge. I love this trinket. Calming Crystals. I want one of these for pretty much everybody in our party. They're amazing. Your plus bleed skill chance and bonus damage. All right, we're going to take that. We do get a penalty to heals received while carrying this, but this is fine. You're also going to be carrying... Where's my Ancestor's map? Hey, Ancestor, where did you leave your map? Sword trinkets by rarity. Somebody left them. All right, who's got the map? Jerks. The Ancestor's candle. Hold on a minute. Dismas's Head or the Ancestor's candle? This is bonus damage, bonus speed, and bonus... yeah, sorry, Dismas's Head. You're going the way of the dodo. Get unequipped. I'm taking the Ancestor's candle instead. It's way better. Now, back to what we were doing. What was it I was going to give you? I don't even remember. Damage? Trinket? No, Ancestor's map. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, you're my scouting guy. You got the dog. Go sniff us out some treasure. And then nothing fancy here. We're just going to go with our standard... Lower my stress damage, give me huge bonuses to heals, and then something else that also gives me huge bonuses to heal, like the Tome of Holy Healing. Wonder Woman's got to keep everybody pieced together. She's the glue that binds this team. I say that because Wonder Woman likes to murder horses. Little known fact, Wonder Woman did a couple tours in a slaughterhouse before she got into the whole Amazonian gig. You know, when she was younger, working in high school, she needed a summer job. She worked in a slaughterhouse. She had that good, strong arm and some experience with, you know, butchering animals, and she knew right where to strike the killing blow. She was one of the most feared slaughterers in the slaughtering industry, except she wasn't feared. She was, in fact, revered. People were like, man, we'll pay that Wonder Woman cat. She could butcher an entire herd of steers. When the time it would take a man, takes him a whole day, Wonder Woman could do it in 20 minutes. I really kind of want to read the comic book now where, growing up Wonder Woman actually works in a slaughterhouse. That would be awesome. So we're going into a champion dungeon. We're not going to skimp on anything, pretty much. We're going to take 2 of everything, I think, except keys and holy water. And let's go with 2 full stacks of torches, even though this is just a medium dungeon. We spent a lot on provisions. Remind me to eat these dog treats. I say, remind me, please. Somebody help me remember, because I'm never going to. I hate dog treats so much. What I would love is if this is how I'm going to disabuse anyone of the notion that I might be even slightly clever too. Because my ultimate goal right now, as I walk into this, is in the first 2 fights we get into, eat a dog biscuit. Just immediately eat one. This is what I want to do. I want to eat dog biscuits as fast as possible. I have to remember to eat the dog biscuit. I'm traveling literally one tile before I get into my first fight. And I'm okay. Can Pete best a goldfish when it comes to memory? Can he get off a 3-second? Also, let's check everybody's camping skills and fighting skills before we actually go too much further in the dungeon. Because I forgot to do that, and again, notoriously stupid man. Looks good. Camping skills also look good. We forgot to get camping skills for Squirrel Girl, but it's not the end of the world. James Harper, I know you good. Yeah, you good, dog. Speaking of dog, let's get Bucky into the mix. Okay, now, just remember to eat the dog biscuit, Pete, and you're 2 for 2 on the remembering of things. It would be, I think, possibly a world record for you. How bleed resistant are you? Fairly. You're very damage resistant, though. 33%. Well, actually, you're less damage resistant than this guy. Same bleed resistant. So, are we better off to go for the Wicked Hack, or should we just go for the If It Bleeds? Let's just do Wicked Hack. Probably would have been better off for the bleed, now that I think about it. Well, we're going to self-mark because we've got all the dodge on James Harper. Ultimately, we're going to be doing a little bit of self-dodging and harming, and having Steve Rogers take that skull toss is fine. The damage is problematic because Steve does currently have a penalty to heals, but he also has a respectable stress heal. Man, we did not start this off strong at all, did we? Okay, repeat. I'm the world's smartest man. I have remembered to eat a dog biscuit. I feel pretty good about being me. I feel less good about the fact that that attack still only did 9 freaking damage. Man, that is almost as unimpressive as Squirrel Girl's miss. That should be enough to get the bleed to death. 12 damage on that, a little better. Actually, he did not bleed to death. That pig man is still alive and still smashing Wonder Woman in the face with a ball and chain. Oh, Wonder Woman, the old ball and chain, I tell you. So we got to get some protection up. Let's go ahead and defend Wonder Woman. And so they throw a skull right at Captain America, who uses his superhuman agility to leap to safety. Wonder Woman, heal thyself. It's all about physician heal thyself, because, you know, physicians by and large, I don't think they get enough credit for the fine work they do, the long hours, the decades of training. Respect your physicians, people. They work hard. And they do it all for your benefit, and also the money. Doreen Green takes a little rend. Come on, Doreen, you're sporting 34 dodge here. You're supposed to be getting out of a way of the attack like that. You're not supposed to be just taking it to the face, Squirrel Girl. I mean, I love to see Squirrel Girl take it to the face, because any excuse to watch you suffer is sort of a moment of glee for me, but... Man, Wonder Woman with the G heals there. She got the mad skills in the healing department. She's all cranked up and buffed. If you were going to pick attack to dodge, guys, I have to say, y'all picked the right one. That's some savvy leadership right there from the Guardian. He may be the knockoff Captain America, but we all know who the true hero of this particular fight is. It's the Guardian. And possibly also Captain America. Captain America dropping the bleed. This guy's bleeding for 6. Yeah, we did not dodge that. And... how do we always wind up getting hit by an AoE stress attack that ends up giving... Wow, that Cry Havoc really did a lot of good work for us, didn't it? Well, that man is definitely dead. Alright, put the guard on Captain America. We can't have him taking any more stress damage here. And I guess we'll just have Wonder Woman go for the heal. A critical in this slop somewhere, Wonder Woman would have been good. We could have gotten a little free stress relief. No doing, huh? Well, let's Cry Havoc again. Anybody? There we go. Better. And the ghoul bled to death, which makes me feel good. I kind of feel like he deserved it. So we're literally one tile into the dungeon, and we're already halfway home on the old stress there for Captain America. Why do I have a feeling like we're not going to be able to complete this? In the higher level dungeons, you know, the Ancestors map and plus scouting stuff really doesn't... It almost seems to be not optional. It saves you so much wandering around, so much danger, so much stress, just by making sure you don't spend a bunch of time covering ground that does not need to be covered. Secret room! Oh, I'm so excited. Love me the secret room. Room battle with Curio. Okay. Curio, Curio, Curio. Secret door, Curio. So we have to go to this room. But really nowhere else is obligatory. I mean, the secret room is definitively obligatory because we want whatever the secret room contains. Someone who has less stress, open this, please. The crate is empty. That's fine. Not Gwyneth Paltrow. One of these days, I'm going to open one of these boxes, and Kevin Spacey's going to be like, "You did it, Pete! You found the one with Gwyneth Paltrow's head! Way to go, boy!" I'm going to be like, "Thanks, Raggy." Because I don't know why Kevin Spacey would refer to me as boy. I mean, I'm not even that much younger than Kevin Spacey, so that wouldn't be an age thing either. Kyria, room, quest location, quest location. Oh, this is actually not a quest location. Never mind, I thought it was room battle with Kyria would be a thing, but it's totally not a thing. So we don't even need to go to that room. We could just go up and around. I do want to free up some inventory space before we hit the secret room. You know what? I'm just going to camp. Pete, you're camping this early? Yeah, I'm camping this early. We're going to grind away this stress, and we're going to haul away a fortune in cash and prizes. That's my goal. Okay, what can we do to prevent nighttime ambush? We can sanctuary. So first thing we're going to do then is sanctuary, because I'm interested in preventing nighttime ambushes. Then, all companions reduce stress by 10. Man's best friend will reduce his own stress by 20. Man's best friend, Bucky really is a man's best friend. We can reduce our chance. Hound's Watches also prevents nighttime ambush, but I don't like the fact that it increases our chance to surprise monsters. I hate surprising monsters. I don't want to surprise them. 10% damage for 4 combats bonus. Yes. Let's take the group buff, and then I think also what we'll do, let's just encourage Steve Rogers. That brings Captain America down to 8 total stress. We freed up an inventory slot. We could also drop that food or eat it if the need arises. If we want to free up more. It depends on what kind of sweet swag we find once we get into this secret room. There could be a battle in there as well. Looks bad. It doesn't look that bad, Steve. Why so pessimistic? You're supposed to be kind of an upbeat guy. Why so grim, Steve? So we have found the secret room. There is no battle in this secret room. Let's have Wonder Woman drop a key on this bad boy. What ancient artifact doth thou behold? Just a buttload of cash, but that's fine, because buttloads of cash are what we need. We need buttloads of cash. And suddenly there's an unexpected room battle in the way. Well, I was hoping to keep fighting to a minimum, but we're not going to get that option, so let's just go get lots of stress here. Yeah, alright. Man, they're really putting the stress on Steve Rogers there. Who do we want to kill first? This man, I think. Definitively, these are both stress attack guys, which is problematic. They both do stress. What's your stun resistance? Almost total. Yours, however, is much lower. Let's see if we can stun Johnny Pigboy back here. Oh, little drummer pig has been stunned. Take that, little drummer pig. Ouch, Wonder Woman getting crushed. Okay, eat Pete, remember it. Dog biscuit. Yeah, that's right. You remembered. I remembered. Now, murder this pig man. Beautiful. Pig man is dead. He doesn't even know it yet. Oh, pig man, who will write their thesis on the Kane Hackman theory now that you are dead, pig man? Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna run around and scream about how they're on pins and needles? Big shot there. We're getting some solid work. The more I bring the Houndmasters into the dungeon, the more I start to appreciate the Houndmaster. In the original release, and when I played this in my original run-through, I gotta admit, I was not a huge fan of the Houndmaster. But the more Houndmaster I get experience with, the more I like the Houndmaster. Give me the big bite and the big bleed. We're racking up. We got 9 points of damage bleeding on this guy already. We'll trade 10 for 5 if we have to. James Harper, you still have not... I don't think you have dodged an attack yet, despite the fact that you are rolling with 43 dodge currently, buddy. Squirrel Girl has just been off. Are you feeling okay, Squirrel Girl? What's going on? Is it because are you dissatisfied about the choice of Andrew Kendrick to be you in the upcoming movie that's going to feature Squirrel Girl? You're saying, Pete, aren't you salty as hell about the fact that Squirrel Girl's going to be in a movie? To say that I'm not salty would be a lie. I'm a little salty about it, but I mean, Anna Kendrick seems like an okay choice to play Squirrel Girl. She's got chutzpah, she's got spunk. It's not gonna make me hate Squirrel Girl any less, and the fact that she came down with spotted fucking fever also is not really helping her case any. Speaking of which, what did you get, James? The worries, of course. It's always the worries. I hate the worries. We need some Bobby McFerrin up in this dump. That's what we need. See, this is the key to success in the Darkest Dungeon. Just a steady stream of rock-solid Caribbean tunes, Bobby McFerrin done the Bobby McFerrin way. Is that the sparkle of coin you see? Well, why don't you check it out and see if you can pick up some other disease. Oh, just an empty sack. Lucky for us. Who can disarm this? 70%, 80%, 95%. Well, Steve, you could also use the stress relief, so there you go. Solid. We may have Squirrel Girl try the next one, even if it is suboptimal, shall we say, from, what is this? Oh, this is a... We have to pick stuff up, don't we? Forgot about that. We gotta pick up grain sacks. Well, we have enough food for 3 food prompts, so let's just go ahead and eat this. That seems respectable. Then we'll pick up the food stuff crate. We've got a sack of grain. Alright. And we can begin sacrificing some of our other trinkets as the adventure continues. What's the best pathing here? Room battle, but it does have treasure. Or we could fight a hallway battle, take this one into the unknown. Curio. Room battle with Curio. We could go over, down, and around, or we could... If we're gonna have to fight a fight, let's take the room fight, because this one has guaranteed treasure. I'm all about the slam dunks. I don't like taking chances. I don't like running risks. I like the smooth, steady... Nope. Don't read books, kids. This is the lesson Darkest Dungeon. Again, remember, this is not coming from me, Perfidious Pete. I, Perfidious Pete, am a strong proponent of reading. It's literally one of the best things you can do with your time on this earth. Your precious, fragile body. Put words in it. That's what you want to do. Feed your brain with awesome, amazing, delicious words. These are the things you want in your skull. Squirrel Girl finally doing something. Put words in your brain. But Darkest Dungeon, man. Darkest Dungeon is like the opposite of your grade school librarian. It does not want you to read. It wants you to eschew books at all costs. Be like, don't read, man. Reading's for nerds and weird kids. You want to grow up and have squinty eyes and like a weird bald head and greasy hands from touching all that ink and paper? Don't read, man. It makes you into a goon. Oh, you absolutely should be spending all of your time reading. Let's go for the aggregate damage and group bleed here. How do we... Wonder Woman, I really want to kill Johnny Drummer Pig back there. Well, that's a healthy start. He's still going to beat us on a speed roll, I almost guarantee. Unless Captain America can pull it out. Nope. Well, I had hopes for it. Oh, that sucks. We did still get the kill, but the 24... more than 24 aggregate stress. That's more than I would have liked. Can we stun this worm? Yes! Despite the fact that they are supremely stun resistance, we still got it to work. I am buoyed by this. I feel pretty good. Alright, who do we want to chew on? Chew on this guy, because he's already blue. Never mind, you don't have to chew on him. You're just gonna swallow him whole. Would it be the first time Bucky has taken a man in his mouth and swallowed him whole? I don't know. I don't know what his relationship is with Captain America. Frankly, I don't need to know. It's not any of my business. What those two get up to in the privacy of their own home, hey, 2 grown consenting adults, let them enjoy themselves however they please. It's not my position to judge. I'm not trying to judge anybody. They definitely have a strong emotional tie. I think we can see it between those two. 11 stress relief from the double crit. Oh, Wonder Woman taking care of herself so good. So I need this money. Let's max our torchlight. What are we going to get rid of? I think we're going to get rid of this other stack of torches because the odds are we're not going to be in the dungeon that long. The busts I will abandon until something better comes along. Wonder Woman, just go ahead and open the chest. It's trapped, of course. But you resisted the disease, so all's fair. That's all's well that ends well. Quest location, Curio. There, okay. So we need to go here. Where's my other quest location? I am confused. This is a room battle with Curio. That Curio... Oh, somebody's getting rid of a negative quirk. All right, who's got a nasty one? You have 3 that are locked in, but claustrophobia, shocker, and unquiet mind don't really bother me. Off guard blows a lot. But you have so many. Steve, you got fragile, which is shit, lagophobia, and you're sickly. You also have bloodthirsty and man, those all suck. Plutomania resolution, I mean, none of those are particularly crippling. Deviant taste, don't care about. Hagiomania, don't care about. Winded, don't really care about. All right, it looks like it's Captain America's turn for a little free stress relief here. So why don't you set a scroll on fire? What did we get rid of? You're no longer bloodthirsty. It never seems to get rid of the ones that are locked in. I wonder if it can. Maybe it's hard-coded to not be able to get rid of the ones that you can, but what if you only have negative quirks that are locked in? We should have... The smart move there would have been to experiment, and actually, even though I don't really hate the Guardian's quirks that much, we should have done it with the Guardian just to see if it's capable of getting rid of a quirk that's locked in. That would have been a smart play. But again, as I stated at the top of the episode, my purpose here is to, you know, demonstrate that I am in fact not a smart man. Something's got to go for a sack of grain. I'm thinking we'll ditch these bandages and we'll pick up a foodstuff crate.
Finding the stuff is
Captain America bringing hunger relief to the world. He's going to give that to the starving indigenous peoples of some, you know, underprivileged country somewhere. That's the kind of guy Captain America is, out there giving America a good name. Let's get rid of this anti-venom, pick up our other foodstuff crate, and this mission is over if we want it to be over. We're going to continue adventuring, though, because we've got an opportunity here for some free stress relief. 80, 70, 70. All right, Squirrel Girl. See, this was a can't-lose situation for Perfidious Pete, really. That, either way, no matter how that one turned out, it was turning out in my favor. Because either I got some stress relief for Squirrel Girl, or I got to watch Squirrel Girl suffer. Honestly, I think I prefer the way this one turned out. I like watching her get hacked apart by a giant whirling blade. If I could literally fling Squirrel Girl onto a giant whirling blade, well, one, I would be the most old-timey, mustache-twirling comic book villain of all time, and two, I'd be a much happier man. That's swag, though. That's swag. 22 grand and change. Not a huge in the heirloom department, but we did pick up another legendary bracer, which we can probably make use of. Mostly, it's about the gold. And also, I think we unlocked a boss in the Warrens as well. Fear of mankind is horrible. Natural Eye is pointless for James Harper. What did it replace? Eldritch Slayer, which was good. Squirrel Girl picked up Quick Draw, which replaces Ruins Tactician. That's a wash. Honestly, we got punished here, because Fear of Mankind... A lot of the stress attack units are human. We may have to... You know what? I think we're going to have to send James Harper in to get a little treatment on that. He's got to get treated for disease anyway, which means that the Guardian won't be guarding shit for at least 2 more missions. Bumper crop, though. No supply costs on our next mission. That's good. We can provision ourselves ridiculously, because it's going to be all free. Let's go ahead and get our stress relief items taken care of. Squirrel Girl, get rid of your stupid spotted fever. James Harper, you got to get rid of the worries. And then we're going to have to send you in to get rid of your other debilitating illness as well. Is there anything else we want to do this mission? I think we're probably, all things considered, sitting pretty good. We should check the stagecoach. We do still have an open roster slot. Hello, Mr. Level 3 Bounty Hunter. You are absolutely littered with negative quirks. You are a precise striker, which is fantastic for you. A warrior of light, which is also excellent. Natural Eye, a hater of... His positives almost outweigh his negatives. And by almost, I don't mean almost. I mean, his positives definitively outweigh his negatives. And he comes with level 4 gear? Yeah, you're... Alright, Mutt Ravers, you're getting high. Man, I almost don't want to change your name. Mutt Ravers would be a fantastic name for a potential superhero. We're getting you in this, baby. You're going to replace our fallen bounty hunter.
Promise of payment.
What was the ancestor talking about? The promise of payment? Did you just proposition Mutt Ravers for sex, ancestor? That's real weird, because one, you're dead, and two, the man just got here, and you're already trying to pimp him out? Goodness gracious, jeez. Oh, hey, Gordon Wood, or Grant Wood, rather, in his, what was it? It was Grant Wood's dentist, and I think his sister that posed for American Gothic. But it's good to see him back. Dun -dun 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 -dun. Arnold Ziffel there also making a cameo appearance. Oh, it's funny because that pig is long dead and probably bacon. And also, it's me ending the episode. I think definitively having concluded that my cleverness at the beginning of the episode was perfectly a fluke. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot. And if you'd like to see me being not clever on a regular basis, you might consider subscribing as well, because every single episode, hey, never failed to deliver on that promise. Right now, though, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.